Good afternoon. Welcome to Planet Mojo. This afternoon I am going to try to drop the deck on this mower and change all three blades. This is the packet of stuff that they gave us when we bought the mower, and it kind of has some circular stuff in here. In this main one, it says to see the deck manual, this one, for instructions on taking the deck off. In this deck manual, it says under deck installation, there's deck leveling. There is a deck installation. There it is. It actually has no deck removal section in the deck manual, just a deck installation. So I'm going to try to reverse what it says. It shouldn't be too big of a deal, but you'd really think that they would proofread instructions. I guess they rely on their website to correct things, but you know, most of these places I couldn't even find. The blades are just super hard to find. It doesn't list what the size of the blades or any of that crap in any of these manuals. I mean, I don't know. A lot of stuff these days is just so half-ass. They are so focused on making nickels for their stockholders, and they really care less about their product. I mean, this is a good product, don't get me wrong. We really like it, except that it bent a blade hitting a chunk of wood. But I guess that's more Natalie's fault than theirs. So let's get that page open and start the process. So I'm going to start at the end. Where is the end of it? It goes to Spanish right there. So, okay. Check leveling. Come on. Okay, deck installation, that goes up to 10, and 10 is while pulling the idler, while pulling the idler pulley lever to remove belt tension, slide the belt on the other pulley as shown. Okay, so it's going to be pulling on that to remove the belt, but I do believe I have to remove that access plate. So let's go see where the hell that is. Number 4, remove the foot panel. Okay, that's where I'm starting. Got it off. These pins come around the back side and go through this lift arm, or a pivot arm. I'm not sure what the hell they call that thing. Number 5. It's a deck bracket. So it's got one on each side. First you gotta disconnect, this is the lift arm, which connects to that pedal right there. Gotta disconnect that, disconnect the pulley, and then disconnect both of these, and then jiggle it around. See, here's both sides of that, and then here is the lift arm hardware. You got to jiggle it around, turn the wheels like this sideways, jiggle it around until you can start pulling it, and it'll rest on these casters here. So now I just got to pull it out from under there and figure out how to stand it up while I take off the blades. Maybe that's in the instructions. I'll have a look and see, but let's get this out from under there first. Okay, I'll get this all cleaned off later. Let's tip this up, see if it stays. Well, there's a problem. Wow, Natalie. Okay, so this does not stay up like this. I gotta find a, I wonder if I can rest it against. I don't have a lot of room here. And with a 52-inch deck, that fabricated deck that weighs a zillion pounds, hopefully that's enough to hold it. Landscape cloth. Okay, don't fall. Yeah, I've been putting off sharpening the blades. These haven't been sharpened since we got it. I know, my bad. And I haven't cleaned it, but it's pretty damn clean. But now that I know how to do it, I'll stay on track with this. I got to work on the other mower as well, but I got to get this back in service, and then I need brush whacker in service. The brush whacker is incredibly important. We have so much stuff that needs to be brush whacked. So I'll find out what size nut that is. It looks like 5/8, possibly 3/4. No, it's probably 5/8. Well, that one's going to come off easy, but I'll have to wedge these. I'll have to ask Natalie how she did it. Kidding. Okay, let me find a wrench for that. Okay, blades are off. Deck is as clean as it's gonna get. Now, just gonna spray the inside of the deck with some silicone. Not sure if you can hear the buzzing. There's kind of a buzzing overhead. It is a hummingbird that got caught in here. Just came in. So, what I gotta do, I actually have a wire hanging from the door right there. And I hook one of their hummingbird feeders onto it. That's the only thing that, it's something they know really well, and they get tired. They just go to the top and they go back and forth until they die. So with that hanging, with the feeder hanging there, they'll come down to the feeder and then fly out. Been doing it for years in the shelter. They used to fly into the shelter all the time, and now in here. But he will not go down to it, I don't think, with me here. Maybe he will. I'll have to see. But if he doesn't come down while I'm here, I'm gonna have to leave for a while and let him get the hell out of here. Don't really like having dead hummingbirds laying around. Okay, these have zerks on them, so I'm gonna have to pump some grease in there. I really didn't know this thing had serviceable grease ports, so I should have been greasing this thing, you know, a couple times a year, and it hasn't been greased yet. So hopefully these bearings aren't too bad. I don't want to replace the spindles here. So let me get some grease on these, and then the new blades, they come dull. But they're actually sharper than the ones that were on there, and that was actually cutting. So yeah, this blade looks way different. So I don't know if this, you know, this, I mean, what the hell, the size is, you know what, that's not quite right. It's a slightly different size, and this is sharpened all the way up. The blade that was hit is not bent. It just looked bent. So I'm wondering if I should return these and get the, it says it was, you know, the numbers for these are just insane. I could not find the right, you know, something that said it was for a 52-inch Courier, and they don't list them in this booklet here. So it's got the number there, so I should write that down and just sharpen these and put these back on. See, this is the one that was hit, and if you look down it, it is just fine. It's dead flat. You know, it's not rocking or anything. No different than these. So all it did was get caught under this lift, I think. So yeah, I think I'll just sharpen these, and I'm gonna have to send these back. This is just, that's not right. Okay, I'm gonna get to sharpening these. I don't know how good of a job I'll be able to do in the time I have, but I'll give it a shot. Okay, two things. Is it more? No, it's more than that. It's time to take the dog for a walk. I'm missing my wrench for this. It's possible it's right over there. I'll have to take a look, but I gotta find that. And this hummingbird, let's see if we can see him. There he is. He's up in the front part here. Not sure how well you'll be able to see him. He's flying back and forth right there. So I'm gonna have to get out of here. If I close up the doors tonight, I will have a dead hummingbird on the floor in the morning. So I'm going to take little Miss Izzy for her walk, and I'm going to have to get back to this tomorrow. I tried out the Zerk on this one and worked just fine. So I'm going to get this thing greased up and go through the manual tonight and see if there's other grease points that I need to know about. I'm sure there is. If they got 3 here, they're likely going to have more. So I will show where all the grease points are, and hopefully I can find that wrench and get these blades ground tomorrow. I mean, some of them aren't too bad, but this one's not bad at all. That's the one that got hit, actually. Some of these have some fairly serious chew on them, but still, it's not that bad. I've seen plenty worse. So I'm gonna return to this tomorrow. So if you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comments section below. And also, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon so you receive notice when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.